From revealing the latest £1 billion St James Park redevelopment update, to unveiling the fresh emerging development as Paul Mitchell is cooking a potential move for right winger from his former club, to discussing the Fabian Schar masterclass, to uncovering the truth on why Tino Livramento is one of the most exciting young stars on the planet. As per, join us as we discuss the 5 things we learned in Newcastle United 1 Wimbledon 0.
Let's go!
So the first thing we learned was the Fabian Schar masterclass. Despite his role as a centre-back, he emerged as one of Newcastle's most creative players, demonstrating his ability to execute line-splitting passes through the midfield. Schar's contributions were pivotal, as he not only scored the match-winning penalty, but also played a crucial role in breaking down the opposition's low block. His ability to deliver lovely long diagonals helped initiate attacks, setting up scoring opportunities for teammates such as Harvey Barnes, Joe Willock, and Miguel Almiron. With a remarkable 8.7 match rating, Schar was a class above the rest, showcasing his versatility and creativity from the back. Having 86 out of 94 accurate passes, a 91% passing accuracy, 3 chances created, 1 big chance created, 2 shots, with a 50% shooting accuracy, a whopping 107 touches, 2 touches in the opposition box, 25 passes into the final third, 17 out of 20 accurate long balls, 0 times dispossessed, 100% tackles won, 2 clearances, 3 interceptions, 6 recoveries, and 3 out of 6 duels won. Fabian Schar delivered an outstanding performance, earning recognition as the man of the match. While Fabian Schar stole the spotlight with his exceptional performance, Bruno Guimarães also deserves significant credit for his near-flawless cameo, earning a match rating of 7.2. After an uninspiring first half, manager Howe turned to his bench, bringing on Guimarães for Harvey Barnes at the break. The Brazilian immediately brought intensity and energy to the midfield, helping Newcastle regain their rhythm. In his 45-minute appearance, Guimarães made an impressive 66 touches and completed 52 out of 59 passes. This passing tally was greater than that of Joe Willock, and only 9 fewer than Sean Longstaff, despite the latter two playing the entire match. Guimarães showcased sharp link-up play around the box, nearly securing an assist through a well-executed combination with Willock. After a challenging start to the season, his performances against Manchester City and Wimbledon suggest he is on the path to returning to his best form. Howe attributed Guimarães' earlier struggles to a busy summer, so managing his playing time wisely, like limiting him to just 45 minutes against Wimbledon, was a savvy choice. This strategy allows him to build match rhythm without overexerting himself. As Newcastle prepares for their trip to Everton on Saturday evening, Guimarães should be sharp and brimming with confidence, eager to deliver another impressive display for the team. Then the second thing we learned was the Livramento versatility reminder. Tino Livramento delivered a commendable performance, earning an impressive match rating of 8.2. For the majority of the game, he played almost exclusively as a right winger, with a brief stint at left back for the first 15 minutes of the second half. Livramento showcased his ability to take up excellent positions on the field, demonstrating his attacking intent and versatility. While he displayed promise in his offensive roles, there is room for improvement in his delivery into the box, where consistency is key for maximizing goal-scoring opportunities. Defensively, Livramento had a comfortable evening, effectively managing his responsibilities and providing solid support. Additionally, he successfully overlapped with Miguel Almiron down the right flank, creating dynamic attacking movements and adding depth to Newcastle's offensive play. Having 2 clearances, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles, 0 times dribbled past, a massive 122 touches, 89 out of 99 passes completed, having a 90% passing accuracy, 3 key passes, 1 out of 4 accurate crosses, 2 out of 3 accurate long balls, 3 out of 5 ground duels won, and 1 out of 1 aerial duel won. Overall, Livramento's performance highlighted his potential as a valuable asset for the team, especially as he continues to develop his crossing and delivery skills. Another thing we learned was that Newcastle's struggles against low blocks continued. In the recent match against Wimbledon, Newcastle United was reminded of a significant weakness when facing well-organized defenses. Despite dominating possession, the Magpies struggled to break down Wimbledon's disciplined setup, which highlighted a recurring issue in their gameplay. As previously discussed in recent videos, Newcastle thrives during transitions, but breaking down a low block remains a challenge for many teams, not just Newcastle. It's essential to recognize that every team encounters difficulties when trying to penetrate deep defenses. Even elite teams like Manchester City faced similar challenges just a week prior, managing to score only a scrappy goal against a 10-man low block. While the context differs, City faced Arsenal, not League Two Wimbledon. The fundamental issue of scoring against deep defenses is universal. To consistently score against such setups, individual quality is paramount. In the match against Wimbledon, Newcastle rested several key players, which resulted in a lack of that crucial individual flair and synergy in the final third. As Eddie Howe said, "I'm just disappointed we couldn't put on more of a show, an attacking show." Certainly that was our intention, to attack and create chances and entertain. It didn't turn out to be that kind of game, and I apologize for that. The performance wasn't where we wanted it to be. This was always potentially a difficult game. Credit to Wimbledon, who defended as we thought they would, very deep, low, and narrow. On the ball, we were a bit slow and lethargic. One effective strategy for breaking down deep defenses is to have top-level ball strikers capable of scoring from range. Often the spare man against a low block is positioned just outside the area, so having players who can threaten from that distance becomes vital. Consider Rodri from Manchester City, who as a defensive midfielder contributed to many goals last season. Newcastle also requires world-class creators who can navigate tight spaces and unlock defenses. Players like Joe Willock, who thrive on making deep runs behind the defense, found such opportunities scarce against Wimbledon. The current squad faces a challenge due to the lack of proficient ball strikers in midfield or creators who can effectively penetrate defenses. While Harvey Barnes has added quality in ball striking since his arrival, and Sandro Tonali may contribute in the future, the overall midfield still lacks depth in this area. However, it's worth noting that the team's profile has evolved. With an elite defensive midfielder like Bruno Guimarães and physical midfielders, Newcastle excels in counter-pressing and poses a significant threat during transitions. Unfortunately, this setup does not yield prolific goal scorers or exceptional ball strikers, which is a trade-off the team has accepted. Fortunately, given Newcastle's tendency to face teams that build from the back and press high, rather than deploying low blocks, this trade-off is often beneficial. The match against Wimbledon, while dull, serves as a reminder of why the performance appeared lackluster. Wimbledon sat deep, restricting space and making it difficult for Newcastle to operate effectively, which is a stark contrast to the dynamic nature of Premier League games. Ultimately, while individual players needed to create moments of magic, they did enough to secure a win. Once Newcastle went 1-0 up, the lack of attacking threat from Wimbledon meant the team was less inclined to take risks. Winning is paramount, and despite the uninspiring performance, Newcastle secured the 3 points. Looking ahead, the team must seek greater creativity, particularly in scenarios where they might rest Tonali or Guimarães or if they face injuries. As Newcastle continues to evolve, the upcoming transfer windows will be crucial in acquiring quality signings to enhance the squad's depth and creativity. In terms of creativity, Lewis Hall is also emerging as a significant asset for Newcastle United. In the recent match, he received a commendable 7.3 match rating, reflecting his impactful performance on the field. Hall brought a valuable balance and energy to the left side, solidifying his position as the starting left back. In only 28 minutes, he had 24 out of 27 completed passes, having a 89% passing accuracy, 1 chance created, 1 big chance created, having a 0.23 expected assist, 35 touches, 2 touches in the opposition box, 10 passes into the final third, 1 out of 2 accurate crosses, 0 times dispossessed, 100% tackles 1, 2 clearances, 1 headed clearance, 1 interception, 1 recovery, and 100% ground duels 1. His contributions extend beyond defense. Hall has become a potent attacking force, consistently pushing forward and providing width. This has allowed him to develop a strong understanding with Anthony Gordon, enhancing Newcastle's attacking dynamics down the left flank. Moreover, Hall seems to have decisively won the left-back battle against his competition, Kelly, further establishing his role within the squad. As he continues to grow in confidence and ability, Hall's presence will be crucial for Newcastle as they seek to improve their creative output and overall performance. We also learned about William Osula's potential. Despite limited service, William Osula had a challenging outing in his first start, earning a match rating of 6.8. The young centre-forward struggled due to a lack of service, but managed to make a positive impression when opportunities arose. His playing style is well suited for counter-attacks, allowing him to leverage his pace effectively. Despite the difficulties, having 1 shot on target, 2 off target, 1 out of 1 successful dribble, 1 big chance missed, only 19 touches, only 7 passes, although 100% of them were accurate, 1 key pass and 2 out of 3 ground duels won. Osula demonstrated his potential by showcasing his power and speed, making clever runs behind the defense. While he remains a bit raw in some aspects, there is much to admire about his contributions on the pitch. He played on the shoulder of defenders, registering 2 efforts on goal, which reflects his determination and good movement throughout the match. Overall, Osula can take pride in his performance, highlighting that he has the qualities needed to develop into a valuable asset for Newcastle as he gains more experience and playing time.
Very happy to be, out there today and get my full debut for the club. Very grateful, very happy, thankful to the gaffer, all the staff and all my teammates. So very happy to be back out there and get through to the next round.
To be able to do that at St James's Park as well, how important was that to you, and how much of a special moment was that?
Yeah, very important. All the fans were there, they were singing, and yeah, it was a great feeling, great atmosphere, and yeah, I loved it.
You had to wait a while to get your first start since signing. What's that period been like for you of bedding in at a new club?
Yeah, it's been good. I'm getting used to the playing style, the way we play football here. So I'm very happy. I've been training well, and obviously happy today to get my opportunity. So.
Then regarding injuries, Eddie Howe on Nick Pope's absence on the night said, "We don't think it's serious, it's just a bit of swelling on his knee." Howe also mentioned that he's hopeful Pope will be fit for Everton on Saturday. While on Dubravka, who came off during the match, he said, "He took a nasty-looking whack to his knee. I don't know if it's a serious injury or not, but it was enough for him to come off." And other Newcastle United news. One of the most discussed and contentious issues among Newcastle United fans is the potential expansion of St James's Park, or the possibility of relocating to a brand new stadium. CEO Darren Eales had previously announced that the feasibility study into the redevelopment of St James's Park would be released soon, but progress has been slow until now. According to an exclusive report by Luke Edwards from The Telegraph, the Newcastle hierarchy has been informed that the cost of rebuilding St James's Park could reach as high as £1 billion as the final decision on the stadium plan approaches. The article emphasizes that while there is still work to be done, significant progress has been made regarding whether to rebuild or move. This subject is particularly emotive for supporters, as it represents a pivotal moment that could be divisive, yet transformative for the club. Club infrastructure is an area that remains unaffected by financial regulations, allowing it to be offset in club accounts. Many fans have urged the owners to exploit this opportunity to enhance revenue streams. The emotional connection to St James's Park is profound, with many supporters having generational ties to the stadium. Thus, the board must approach this topic with sensitivity and care. The redevelopment of White Hart Lane by Tottenham Hotspur serves as a noteworthy example, demonstrating how a new state-of-the-art stadium can significantly benefit a club's finances. As discussions progress, there is hope that a solution can be found that satisfies a broad spectrum of fans, although the complexities of such a task are well understood. The Saudi Public Investment Fund, PIF, faces a substantial decision ahead, one that will shape the club's future for years to come. Fans and stakeholders alike will be watching closely for developments in this crucial matter. Then in some transfer news, Paul Mitchell will undoubtedly be hoping for greater success in the upcoming January transfer window. Newcastle United manager Eddie Howe would also welcome the addition of 1 or 2 new faces to strengthen the squad. This past summer, Newcastle was reportedly in pursuit of a right winger to replace Miguel Almiron, but that profile never materialized. Instead, Jacob Murphy has stepped into the role, with Harvey Barnes occasionally playing on the right as well. One player under consideration is Maghnes Akliouche, a talented winger previously linked to Barcelona following his impressive performances. Mitchell, who served as Monaco's sporting director before joining Newcastle, is familiar with Akliouche and retains interest in bringing him to Tyneside. The 22-year-old, who represented France at the Olympics this summer, is seen as a promising addition to the squad. Akliouche's versatility allows him to operate as a central attacking midfielder or on the right wing, where he can cut in onto his left foot. This adaptability makes him a fitting target for Newcastle, especially given their interest in a similar profile, Michael Olise, during the summer. While Akliouche has potential, he still has a way to go before reaching the level of elite players. However, his recent goal against Barcelona in the Champions League highlighted his capabilities and promise. Beyond Akliouche, Newcastle is also in talks with another player. If you would want to know more on that, click the video on screen now.